Episode 44, Hourly Podcast. I'm on after the duo Eds alongside my co-host, my brother Ethan. Was it a week or 2 weeks we didn't record?
I think it might have been a week.
Yeah, it was a week,
yeah,
innit?
week, yeah.
But it feels so weird when we don't record, to be fair.
Yeah, same.
I'm just used to it being a part of my week. But how's your week been, my guy?
Oh, it's been busy, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's been busy. Obviously, you know that I started a new role, and like the last month has just been hectic. It's been
on it.
That like transition to a new job is quite weird and surreal. So it's all the training and doing all of that stuff, and it's creeping up on me, all the deadlines and stuff. But yeah, no, we're all right. We're living still, so that's the main thing.
That's it.
Yeah,
can't complain.
How about you?
My week's been busy, man. Obviously work as usual. What's it called? That company got back to me. I got the role, but
you got it.
Yeah.
Congrats.
But safe, man. But instead of doing the weekend, they want me to do evenings, 5:30 till 9:30, and I was like, I don't know. So that means like that just messes up my whole week. To be fair, but at least I get my weekends. So I don't know. I'm in limbo between what to do. I said I'll get back to the guy tomorrow. Had an open day with Westminster University last Wednesday, and I didn't even want to go. The only reason I went because it's down the road. It was on the Harrow campus.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, I'll drive there, whatever. I'll see what they're saying. I doubt I'll be interested, whatever. I spoke to one of the ladies. One of the lecturers, like one of the main lecturers, and she really did something to me. Like she was saying all the right things and stuff. The only thing that I didn't like about the course is that it doesn't offer a placement, which is like one of the main reasons why I want to do a thing. But she was bare like talking to me about like media and stuff like that, because her course was international business and media, and that would have been perfect. But the only thing is they don't offer placement. And then she was saying she used to work at the BBC, showing me all the contacts. I mentioned the pod. And then she was getting so excited. She was like, here, take my email me the pod. I've got friends that work at BBC, blah, 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 this and that. Even if you don't come to our university, I want to be like mentor you and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And she was basically just saying like the landscape in media has changed specifically over the past 2 years, isn't it? Yeah. And she said, and I think we've touched on this as well in regards to like George Floyd. Like, even though it was so horrific, it might have been a necessary evil. As bad as that sounds, like, because now people have woken up and like, yo, times have to change, innit, and stuff. And she said something that struck me well. She goes, I've had my time in media. I did 25 years. I'm now a lecturer. It's up to your generation to now change it for the better, innit? And I was like, raw, that kind of like hit a nerve there. And I said, okay, cool. That was calm. And then as I'm walking, because, you know, they give you little gift bags and that. I've got the Westminster thing. I'm walking, because the way it is right next to Norfolk Park Hospital.
Yeah.
And then there's like a big grass, and then you can see like Wembley and stuff. And then you've got to walk through the train station to get to the other side. So I'm about to go to the train station. Some old white man's come up to me and said, that's one of our bags. Like, I thought he was insinuating that I stole it. I was like, what? Like, and he's like, oh, no, I'm the vice chancellor. So he basically runs the university.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I'm literally sweating at the moment. I'm like, oh, God, okay. Oh, hi, how you doing, sir? My name's Edwin. Blah, blah, blah. I just went to open day. He was asking me how it was. And I said to him, I've got to be brutally honest. There was only one person I liked. There was another guy, but he was talking about 3 or 4 different courses. So he couldn't really give me a breakdown of what it really was and stuff. But overall, it was calm. I'll consider it. It's down the road. Like, it's whatever. And he had me there for like 5 minutes talking some mumbo jumbo, but I appreciate he was enthusiastic to say the least. But that was that. Played football on Friday. It's a young man sport, if I tell you that, mate, because bloody when you play football, you don't realize like the next day your body is aching. I don't know how these men do that.
It's done. Yeah.
Like my lower back, my hammy, my calf still is a bit now. I feel it, my right calf. Yeah. And I pulled a groin a bit. Like, you know, I was like, what the hell? And to be fair, it was my own fault. I didn't stretch properly.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't stretch. They were rushing me because I was running late. So I need like 10 minutes to stretch.
Yeah.
Pulled a little groin, but it was calm. I still played through it. but my lower back the next day, I was like, I caramba, like this is nah. I got a salute to them ballers. They're gonna doing it like every 2-3 days.
Yeah, it is just a thing of just repetition. If you practice and all of that, it just becomes normal. When you take a big break from football, you realize how much it impacts your body, man.
Yeah. This is my first 2 sessions. So I played last Friday and the Friday before. These are my first 2 sessions in about a year. So like my body was really fit. Like you said, I think it takes time to
it does.
to get to used to it. But I was balling, Eve. Last week I was rusty. This week I was balling, man. And I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. I was playing deep line playmaker because like no one was really defending, but I'll get the ball ping. I'm doing simple passes nowadays.
Yeah.
Dribble with it when I can, have a few shots, scored a couple goals. I was balling. And Eve, I'm talking smack the whole game. He don't want the ball. He can't dribble. He's only got a left. He don't want it. Eve, I'm talking smack the whole game. And then after, because I don't know none of these guys. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know none of them. So I'm talking smack the whole game. And after, one guy's like, you know what? I appreciate the smack talk. I said, bruv, I got to hold my guys accountable. I got to hold me accountable. And if I'm talking smack, it means I have to perform well.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't be the worst. No. I was the best player on my team, and I'm not just saying. I was balling. I was like, ooh, Sunday League. Could we do Sunday League? Could we?
Sunday League, yeah. It's the waking up nowadays. Yeah, that's waking up for Sunday League is just not the one, man.
I was thinking, could we do Sunday League? And I was like, I like my Lions on a Sunday, man. Nah, I couldn't. But alas, that was my week. What do you want to start with? You know what? Let's start with Hustle.
Yeah, let's start off with that.
You go first because you watched it first. You recommended it to me, and I've loved the film, and I've not stopped thinking about it since I watched it last night.
Yeah, no. So I was planning on watching it on Friday. To be fair, I wasn't meant to watch it on Saturday. It's just I had time, and also I didn't really fancy watching the England game, so I put it on.
Have you watched any football?
I didn't even watch any football this. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with this Nations League stuff. I'm not with it. But put on Hustle. Was a bit. To be fair, I was a bit like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. It took like 10 minutes. I was like, it needs to get into a bit of a rhythm, and then obviously talking about Philly and all of that stuff, and I was intrigued, and also the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack, they were playing a few
Philly rappers,
a few Philly rappers, and I was like, I do it. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy this one. And then the story of obviously going to Spain, and he's a scout and all of this stuff. I was like, this is really good. This is really good, and it's sort of like Rocky in a way. Like they kind of based it off of that.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought Anthony Edwards was the real star in that film. Obviously, there was a load of NBA stars in that in the movie.
All of them were clutch players because I think they did it through LeBron's company. So he was players,
he's the producer, obviously, with that Maverick Carter as well. So thoroughly enjoyed it. I'd rate it maybe a solid 7.5 out of 10. I would rate it. Yeah. How about you? What was your experience with it?
I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. And if I was to watch it again next weekend, I wouldn't mind. I really enjoyed the film. Specifically because my Sixers was like the theme around it. And you got to see somewhat of an insight of like how like scouting actually is for the scouts. They're always, because you hear that they're always on the road, but you actually don't see this guy is everywhere, bro. He said he hadn't been home for his daughter's birthday in 9 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, man, the guy, he just makes great films, isn't it? Other than Uncut, I wasn't a fan of Uncut.
Nah, Uncut Gems. Yeah, I don't know why people rate that movie. I did not like it.
But thoroughly enjoyed the film. I like the fact that they took it international with it in regards to it being American based. Like you said, Anthony Edwards was phenomenal. And Adam Sandler was really good. Kenny the Jet Smith was amazing.
Yeah, he was good.
He was really good. The fact that they even got Dr. J in it, Luca, Trey, like you said, I thought the storyline was great. I would say maybe it's recency bias, me saying this. I'd say it's one of the better sport films I've watched in a very long time.
Yeah,
That
yeah, definitely.
and have you watched Draft Day?
Draft Day, I've watched it. I don't know if I rated it that much.
I rated it, you know. I rated it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought a lot of it was a bit cheesy, but you get to see
that's it.
You get to see the inner workings of like the draft process in these teams, because you hear, like, again, I listen to a lot of sports podcasts, and you hear guys talk about how they'll off the record speak to a GM, and they know this player is not the player we should be drafting.
Yeah.
But the GM, I mean, the owner falls in love with him. So, do you want your job or not? If you want your job, you got to keep the owner happy. And then at the start of the film, Adam Sandler saying, "Yo, this German guy is not the guy. We don't need to draft this guy." And the owner's son is pushing back, saying, "No, we need to draft him. We need to draft him." Came around in the Rolls Royce, get in the car. You never back down. Why did you back down? I'm not gonna draft the kid. He makes him the assistant. From that short stint we saw, I kind of felt like he loved him more than he loved his own son.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he died, and then the son became. And this is kind of like, and again, I'm not successful yet in life, but we're gonna be successful. It's going to happen, right? And it's a fear I have of mine. Like, I've come from somewhat humble beginnings, and I just don't want my kids to be arrogant pricks.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what his son was, right? Yeah. I know what's best. I knew this. And this guy, he's telling you, yo, this ain't the guy. Even the sister knew. And
the sister was different in a way. She was very open to people's opinions and stuff. Yeah. And this guy was obviously, he was on the high horse and thought he knew everything. And sometimes it is just a person. You can be brought up a certain way. I just think it is just how you move with life, really.
Yeah. But yeah, no, thoroughly enjoyed the film. I've not stopped thinking about the film. I just love the film. Anthony Edwards' performance. What do they call it?
Brilliant.
Hi, Bob. Say, hey, what? What do you do? Bull racing? I'm the guy with the cape, and then you'll chase me around. Oh, mate.
The smack talk was so good.
I loved it.
He had him, I loved it. He had him on ropes.
I loved it. Yeah, Anthony Edwards, like you said, he's going to be a star, man. He's going to be the face of the league.
Definitely.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, I'd give it a 7.5. I want to wait a bit. I don't want to be too biased and give recency bias, but I'd say a 7.5. Maybe in a month or two's time when I rewatch it, I might say, you know what, Eve, I think it's an 8. I like Tobias Harris's cameo, Matisse Thybulle, Kyle Lowry. How come Embiid wasn't in there? He's the...
Yeah, I know. To be fair, they showed him at the end when they obviously did the tip-off, but maybe it's a sponsorship sort of thing, or they reached out to his manager and they obviously didn't want to be in it. But yeah.
I like that. I like the fact that he finally got on the bench. Doc Rivers was there and stuff. It was really cool. It was really cool. What annoyed me though is the character is like, fam, like, why do you keep squandering away this opportunity time and time again? I was getting frustrated.
He was annoying. He was annoying me because he built himself up. He built himself to block out all of the stuff, and then he had these chance. He got to the combine, and then it just that moment where he just switched. Yeah.
Oh man, that I was just like, oh my days, this guy's actually gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Celtics. I was like, wait, what the hell? How did he go to the Celtics? Anyway,
but he's a player, you know.
Yeah, he's all right. He's a good player. Yeah. I think he's a first round pick, isn't it? He's a first round.
Pick. He was a first round pick. I think he was 15th.
He's with the Timberwolves, isn't he?
He's at Utah. He's at
Utah
now,
yeah?
Utah now. Yeah, Utah Jazz.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, he moves around a bit, I think.
Yeah. I think he's got a movable contract, but he is a good player, length and stuff. It just goes to show. When I was watching that as well, it made me realize, as much as we complain about these players, compared to the average Joe, they are phenomenal. Because when he was playing the street ball, he had size, he was handling, and you know what? It made me realize a lot of guys can actually do way more than they show, but their coaches ask them to do a specific job.
Yeah.
Like he probably can dribble, shoot the free off the bounce and stuff, but because they've got other guys that can do it better than him, they probably ask him, just defend, blocks, and shoot threes here and there. Isn't it? It's a mad one. But Alas, what else is there to talk about? Oh, Love Island. Let's let's
Oh,
let's get into. Have you been watching it?
yeah. I'm up to date with it. To be fair,
Yeah, I watched it on my lunch
yeah.
break.
I don't know why I'm watching it still. To be fair,
Yeah,
it's got to that stage where I'm really starting to hate it.
yeah,
But I feel like other series have been like this as well at this point where why am I still watching it? I question myself. I'm like
yeah.
I'm still gonna put it on. I'm
I'm still
still
gonna
gonna
put it
watch it.
on.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch it at 9 p.m. Yeah, no, it always gets juicy around Casa Amor time, so that's what everyone waits
Yeah.
upon. But this series is just it just seems to be revolved around Gemma, Michael Owen's daughter.
Let's speak about this. We never spoke about it last episode. She's 19. Your
Yeah,
thoughts on a 19-year-old being on Love Island? Yes, it's legal. Before people say, "Oh, but
yeah,
it's legal," yes, it's legal. But is it morally correct? No, my personal
no,
opinion.
no, it isn't.
You go on, buddy.
Yeah, no, it isn't. To me, I honestly think there should be a age limit. There should be a 20. You should be 21. Should have had at least some sort of life experience or have gone through your teens
She
anyway.
just finished A levels, bro. For fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
yeah, she's just finished A levels. She comes from a privileged background anyway, so she's quite mature for her age. I'll give her that. But other than that, yeah, 19-year-olds on Love Island. I don't see at this moment in time for people with mental health issues and all of that to chuck someone of her age in. It sometimes it doesn't make sense, but the producers have picked her and she's on it. But yeah, no, the show is pretty much revolved around her at the moment. She's got everyone flocking around her. To me, I think she sounds like she's on a job interview every time I see her. Like she's so structured. She's had that media training. It's just she comes across very boring for a 19-year-old. I'm not gonna lie.
Very mature for 19-year-old. Because like
Yeah,
even when I hear that my sister speak with her friends, I'm like, these lot sound way better than I
yeah,
did at 15. At
yeah,
15,
definitely.
at 15, I've got my headset on playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with the man them chatting rubbish,
Yeah,
talking about what girls we're gonna take to prom or something like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely.
And these lot are just having some next conversations. But yeah, like you said, morally, what really icks me about the age is because I'm the same age as what's his name? Davido, whatever his name is. He's
Yeah,
27, I'm
yeah,
27.
yeah.
If I moved to a 19-year-old, you would say you probably wouldn't be my friend anymore, Ethan. Like you'd be like, Eds, what are you like on a night out? Imagine if I said to you, oh yeah, she's 19. You'd be like, what? I delete her number off your phone. Like, I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't even do like because
Yeah.
that's Brandon's age. Brandon's 19.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
That's me.
It's weird.
That's like me moving to a girl in Brandon's. No, that's disgusting. I personally wouldn't. Even those people going to say, "Oh, she's legal," and those guys that when like these jokes come up says legal, watch out for those.
Yeah,
guys.
no, they're the weird
Watch out
ones.
for those guys.
Yeah, they're the weird ones.
Because I remember one time I was somewhere and someone was talking about a chick. They said legal. I said I'm calling the police because you. Because you, bruv, if you are the guys that we need to pay attention to, bruv, about legal, that's not. Come on, man. But yeah, her, like you said, the show is based around her for the most part. What do you think of what's her name, Amber and was it Dami? That's his name, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I like these guys. They seem to have taken it quite slow at the start. I think,
a bit, innit?
I think she was pushing for more sort of romance and stuff, and he's kind of lived up to that. He's kind of come out of his shell a bit more. He seems a bit more livelier. But yeah, no, I like them as a couple. I want to see more from this Indian Ikenna guy. They don't really get too much airtime.
I don't think they like each other. No, I don't feel like I think he wants to like her.
Yeah.
But he maybe he's not romantically liking her.
I don't think.
And I feel like she may fancy him a bit, but it's not that like they say rip your clothes off.
Yeah.
But she may know he's a good guy. This is the type of guy that maybe your mom would want you to be with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So me personally, if I'm him and I'm in that situation, I'm moving to the other girl. What's her name? Afia.
Afia.
Because I feel like he's trying to do the right thing. He's probably heard like the outside noise
is.
of black girls and this and that. Maybe he's thinking, let's not get to this. I'm not trying to diminish her, but she's attractive. For me, she would have been number one, but the reason she's not, and I've mentioned this before, I hate girls with that nose thing.
Okay.
My days, I hate that with a passion. Oh my god, I can't stop. I actually hate it. Oh my days, like when I see someone with that, I just go, why? Like any of you couldn't, no more nose ring couldn't do.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Like, are you a bull? Like, what are we actually doing? Like, what are we actually? But other than that, she's extremely pretty, man. Honestly, and I feel like he wants to like her, but they ain't got that spark though.
Yeah, but he's going off the basis of like, I want to be like boys with you. That's what he said, didn't he? He said, I want to be, but it's a bit weird that. Yeah, I think he wants to become best friends with her and then see. I think by saying that, he doesn't really want to go there with her in a way. But yeah, he chose the in the coupling, the recoupling, and yeah, he had the choice to pick Afia and he didn't. So,
but will she pick him in the next coupling? I don't think she does.
Who's that? India?
Yeah,
I reckon she does. I think she's set on him a bit more than he is. Anyway,
boy, time is of the essence. One of them got to make a move. But whatever girl it was, I think it was Ekansu. We'll touch on her after this.
Yeah.
We're saying you just need to stick it on him, and sometimes that happens though, because I've been in situations where I've liked a girl, but because I've liked the girl, I've tried to be respectful.
Yeah.
And it's been like maybe 4 or 5 dates. I've not even tried to kiss them. And then they'll stick it on me like, what are you saying? Well, you don't find me attractive. How come you haven't tried to kiss me? And it's like, oh, right, okay. And then you kiss, and then whatever. So maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's like, you know what? I like her that much. I'm just trying to be a gentleman. But, you know, it could backfire for him. As for Ekansu, she's wild.
Yeah,
that one,
she is.
bruv.
She is
go
wild,
on, you go.
No, she came in. She changed it up really for me. I think she created some entertainment.
Spiced it up a bit.
Yeah, she spiced it up. Davide gave her the attention that she needed. She went with that really. She set him with traps everywhere. Like the little gym sessions, just the little comments here and there. She knew. Yeah, she knows what she's doing, and especially with this new guy as well now. So, my god, yeah, she took him on a little talk first thing, and she knows what she's doing.
She said to Davido, "Leave your girl for me."
Yeah,
he left his girl for her. This guy had not been in the villa 20 minutes. She's saying to her friend, he's putting in more of an effort than Davido. You know him 20 minutes.
How? This is what girls do as well. This is what annoys me sometimes with girls.
Some girls would just never be satisfied, never be content, never be happy. And she's one of those girls, bro. Like, I think she constantly needs attention. But you know what it is? She said she's an actress. She's probably used to constant attention by guys swarming for her and stuff. So, man like Davido, I feel like he gets girls, no problem. Good-looking guy, tall, hench, nice accent. So he's probably thinking it's a two-way street. You got to put in there. I feel that's what a lot of these girls aren't realizing. In there, it's a two-way street. You got to graft as much as the guy has to graft.
Yeah, definitely.
But a lot of them, they're not used to that, innit? Because it's normally guys doing the chasing, even if a girl likes the guy. But Ekansu, I'll tell you this, mate. If she was my girl's best friend, I wouldn't sleep well at night. I'll tell you that, because when she's going on a night out, she can be like, that guy's looking at you, go talk to him. I got a boyfriend. So I tell you this right now for free, bro. Because you know when Afi was saying she liked what's my man's name?
Ikenna.
She went, go talk to him right now. Pulled India away,
yeah.
And just said, I want them two to talk. Not knowing that what?
I know.
She got cojones, I'll give her that.
Yeah.
I'll give her that. She got cojones. And then that Tasha girl, what do you think of her? And who's she with? She's with the other guy, isn't it?
She's with Andrew, the Aaron Ramsey lookalike. She, to be fair, she's also one that's ballsy. Like she knows what she wants. She's made that clear to other people. So I respect her. But I don't feel like other boys are really making a move. I feel like Ikenna's a chilled one. Dami waited until she really said anything to him. Luca's the only. Luka's the only one, and I'm getting tired of this guy as well. He's a bit like, I think he's a bit of he's an attention seeker as well, a bit. So that's why I kind of don't really like him.
How many girls has he tried to go through already? Like 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah, 4 girls, I think. Yeah.
Paige, what's the blonde one's name? Tasha.
Yeah, Tasha. Gemma, and I think he did try and go with Ekansu, but didn't get there.
It didn't get there. And then who else is there now? Who left? Was it Luke? He left, didn't it?
Liam left.
Liam.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I mean, he didn't seem like he was again, I don't know him, so maybe he is just a reserved guy, but his body language didn't seem like a person that was enjoying himself. And obviously the public paired him up with Gemma, and she weren't feeding him from the jump.
Do you think it's that? That's what I'm thinking, is the sort of he's probably not used to rejection. So the fact that he got rejected on the show, I think, I think that's why he left, really.
Probably that. And like you're saying, that maybe I think if he had stuck it out maybe another week or 2, they would have brought a girl in just for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, fair play. Maybe he's homesick. Maybe I don't know, man. But I feel like he should have stuck it out a bit. Good looking lad as well. That's the thing. And who else is there? And there's no other contestants, is there?
There's that new guy.
Oh, the new guy. What
so the thing is here, he's a bit weird because he was going out with Gemma when she was 16. And he was 20 at the time. So she said yesterday that
doing her GCSEs, bro.
Yeah, I know. This is the weird thing. So they were dating for a year and a bit, and just recently separated 8 months ago. So she was 16 when they were dating. So he's a bit dodgy.
I never understood those guys that. Do you remember when we was in school? Yeah, there'll be like girls in our year talking to like 19, 20-year-olds. Yeah, and like you're in year 10, year 11. And you'd be like, yo, them man are nonsense. No, they're not. You're just hating. No, I'm really not. I just think them. It's like, I remember when I was in uni, girls would say stuff to me like, oh, I'm speaking to this guy. How old is he? Oh, he's 27. You're 19. Wait, what? Like, even back then, like, I remember one time there was a girl, she was 20. She was talking to a 29-year-old. And I'm like, what business does a 29-year-old have talking to a 20-year-old? You have nothing in common. It just doesn't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make sense for me. Yeah, man. But Paige, she's not had her luck either, bro.
Yeah, no, I think she's all right, you know.
She is all right.
I think she needs her time, man. I think she's not none of the guys have really given her a chance, man.
Yeah, she is all right. Anything else, Love Island?
I think that's it, really.
Cool. All right, cool. What do you want to do? NBA or footy?
Let's talk NBA.
Well, so what? The finals is 2-2.
2-2 now, yeah.
Momentum, who would you say the momentum's with?
It's a tough one, you know, because it's been back and forth. I thought Warriors, we spoke about it on the pod. I thought Warriors would run it, really. They've struggled in certain games. I think it was the third game they struggled. The first game, obviously, they were poor in the fourth quarter. But yeah, momentum, I'd maybe say Warriors still in a way. But yeah, you never know with Celtics. Celtics are surprising me every game now.
Tatum looks injured, man.
Yeah, Tatum isn't... Yeah, the turnovers are really doing him as well. And he's shouting and blaming other people. Yeah, he looks injured at the moment.
He looks really frustrated, looks injured. And Steph, he's been balling out. Clay been a bit underwhelming. Draymond
has been poor. He's been poor.
He's been fouled out in what, 2 of the 4 games already.
Yeah.
A. Wiggins just like trying to do defensive stuff. Like, I don't know what to, because I thought Celtics initially, but with Tatum being banged up, and then the other guys like being here and there, and I don't know what to think anymore. But then that being said, Steph's not getting much help either, so it's an interesting one to see. Who are your thoughts? Do you still think Warriors still come out on top?
Yeah, I think they've got enough firepower really to try and do something. Although, to be fair, Celtics have surprised me with Al Horford stepping up in the first game, and then their big three in Smart, Tatum, and Brown in the third game stepping up. Yeah,
Mm,
um, you really can't call that at
you
this
can't.
moment in time. So yeah, no, I still have Warriors edging it slightly, but yeah, I really don't know how this series is going to play out.
What annoys me about American sports is they put the games on at ridiculous times, right? And it's
It's
like, so you
stupid.
lot don't care about your European fan base because, yeah, I know we're ahead of them in terms of the day, but still they get to watch all our events.
Yeah,
Champions League, Premier League. The Premier League's in the morning for them. So when they wake up to when they go to bed, they got sports all day. Not for us. Like, I haven't watched any of the game. I watched maybe one game live, the Friday game.
yeah,
Other than that, I've
yeah.
not watched any other game live. And I'm a guy who, yeah, you watch the highlights, but when you watch it live, you get to see like intricate details, like you're saying, like him messing with his shoulder and stuff like that. It lets you know the different nuances of the ebbs and flows of the game. In terms of the Celtics, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the coach's name, so I'm not going to try. But first year coach, and he's got his team to the finals. What do you think? Imdoka? I want to say that's how I try and say his name. But in terms of him, like, what do you think of him and that, like, optimizing this team? Do you think it's a case of the fact that he was a player? Granted, he wasn't like a superstar or nothing, but he was a player and he coached underneath, you know, what's his name in the Spurs. I'm forgetting the coach's name, but
Popovich.
yeah, he coached under Popovich for a long time. He's a brother as well, so he can relate to them on that level. Do you think that is one of those ones where, similar to the NFL, because of Sean McVay being a young coach, you're going to see more of these younger coaches, specifically brothers in the NBA, getting more of opportunity to show what they're doing? Because even the New Orleans coach, he's a young brother, first year coach, and he got them to the playoffs. No one thought they would have got to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I think having that player experience helps, and I think the players relate to you in some sense. Yeah, I think he's definitely done a brilliant job at Celtics this season. I think we were complaining a lot of this season, saying who's the main guy at Celtics? Who's that guy? Is it Tatum or Brown? And they've kind of showed that it's just not truly based on those two players. It's other players as well, such as Smart, Horford, and other players as well. So yeah, no, he's done well. I definitely think the player experience or relating to players defo helps though. Yeah.
Basketball is so physical, man. Like, honestly, like Rob Williams, this guy looks like each time he jumps, his knee's gonna collapse. Like you saying, Tatum, and below the rim specifically, and the stuff Draymond was doing was it game 2 when he was just not getting no fouls called and he was just moving reckless. My lord. But yeah, no, he's been shocking this series, and I think he's eligible for an extension. I think this summer, if not next summer. He's making a lot of money. I think like 27 million per year or something like that. Do you think someone like him will still warrant those big numbers, or will have to come down to maybe the 10-12 mark if he was to stay on Golden State or any team really? Because defensively, I mean, he's still holding up somewhat, but offensively, he's not offering anything, bruv.
Yeah, no, I think he probably would say to himself that he doesn't deserve somewhat that contract at this moment in time. I think he would take maybe a 12 million contract at Warriors. I think for me, I think Draymond he's set up for a media job very soon. He knows that he's in with those guys in America, the TNT guys. So
only 32.
Yeah, only 32, but he's achieved so much in his career already. So you've got to weigh it up like that. If his body's not wanting it anymore, I think the media's the right route for him. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what he does.
They've got a lot of young assets on the team, as well as like expiring contracts. If they don't win this year, which they could do you see them doing like a big move to try and get someone next year? Like, because they've got like all the assets in the world, maybe trade a Draymond, maybe trade a Wiggins, get picks, and then like get a going for a superstar.
Yeah, they may have to.
They need a big, I think. They need a big.
Yeah, they've got a few experienced players, aging players that have been hit with injury. So I think they may need to do a deal such as that. Maybe deal Draymond somewhere else. Yeah, maybe they'll have to do that. But their squad is still just amazing. They're amazing players on that squad.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me end this one. I'll start one and then we do the footy in it.
Yeah, no worries.
I watched a bit of the French Open day the other day, you know.
Which one, the Nadal game or the women's
Nadal. I watched Nadal. Like I was watching a bit of it. Like I didn't realize tennis is that long, bro. It was like 3 hours long. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Tennis is grueling as well. Like the intensity of it, like it's so fast. Like, yeah, no wonder these guys really are injured at the end of the season. Really,
it's a summer sport, isn't it? Because it's too cold to play in the winter. But it's good though.
Yeah.
The race was on last night, but I didn't even watch it. I need to watch the highlights. To be fair, you know what? Other than basketball, I'm just tapped out. To be honest.
It's pretty much our pre-season, ain't it? Like we're not actually watching too much sports. It's one of those, like, if there's not football on the TV, I'm not watching anything really.
Yeah, other than the basketball, and again, that's highlights and that. Like, I think I'm gonna have to wait. I was saying this to Brandon. I'm probably gonna have to wait until the basketball's finished to completely enjoy the Formula One. Trying to watch a bit of the golf here and there. Cricket 100s is coming back. I did enjoy that last year, so I'll try and watch that.
It is good.
But you know what it is? I think because we watch so much sports throughout the year, I'm kind of fatigued, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, defo.
I kind of am. Like, because there was some days from when I wake up to when I go to bed, if I wasn't outside doing stuff, I'm just here making notes and watching stuff. I'm kind of burnt out.
I know.
It's our off season. Cool. Premier League news. Arsenal, I think we announced our Marquinhos signing today.
Yeah.
A bit of controversy between that because he signed a pre-contract arrangement with Wolves to go there. Yeah. And his team, I think Sao Paulo thought they had a contract extension with him for 5 or 6 years, but in Brazil, you're not allowed to do that for players that are 19 years old. So, also been doing some shady dealings, recently because the Thomas Partey one as well. That was, I think we put in a bid. They said no. They didn't realize he had a 45 million release clause. We paid that, but we didn't go to them. We did it straight to the legal office in Spain. We sent some of our guys over there to do it, boots on the ground. So that's kind of squandered the relationship with Atletico a bit. But alas. Chelsea linked with anybody? The big man Rom saying, "Hey, Inter, if you're willing to pay, I'm out." That's a joke.
Yeah, no, it's a joke. He really should have fought back and really tried to get the fans on his side. The fault of him being a Chelsea fan himself as well. He's kind of just disrespected the club now, and it's got to this stage where I think the fans are happy to see him gone, even if it's on a loan deal at this moment in time. Linked to anyone? I don't think we are actually. I think
trying to get guys out.
Apparently, we've got obviously Christensen is gone. Drinkwaters off the table now. He's off our wage bill. And some of those.
How much was he making? How much is Drinkwater making?
He's making about 100 grand.
Oh my god,
100 grand a week. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, we're linked to Dembele actually. Dembele from Barcelona. But other than that, I haven't really heard any movements in that respect.
Couple loanies coming back. Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher's coming back, but apparently Everton want him. Lampard wants him at Everton before the World Cup. So maybe
they just bought Dele Alli, bruv.
I know.
So what does that mean for him? Is his career just because he's making? They bought him for 40 million, bruv. Best believe Dele Alli's making more than 100 grand per week at Everton. He's probably making 150, 120, between 120 and 150 to sit on the bench. My lord, and that's a Lampard signing as well because he did that on the last day. Lampard wanted him, so clearly he must have why not just speak to your former manager, Jose, and ask him, Jose, what's the deal with this guy? And like he said in the documentary, you're shit at training. So if you're shit at training, you're not really going to perform well in the matches, are you?
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion anyway. Ousmane Dembele, that'd be a good signing for you. Like if he stays healthy, he played underneath Tuchel. He had a phenomenal, I think he was only there for season or two. And then
Yeah.
He's so good, man. He's going to be one of those what ifs, left foot, right foot, just always injured, man. Always injured, but that'll do good for you lot though. Pogba leaving. His documentary comes out this weekend, I think.
This week it's
Pogmentary. That's I'm looking forward to watching that. Linked with Juve, but would Juve be the best fit for him? Should he not take a trip down to Madrid? You know, the Galacticos.
Yeah,
we
maybe
already bought someone already.
Yeah, I think Tchouaméni was a key in that. I don't think Pogba will go now. Juventus is somewhere where he loved football. He got back into love with football, so I can imagine him going there from now. It's a free transfer as well. So
PSG, not PSG.
PSG, I can't see that at this moment in time. Unless Pochettino is out and then someone.
They said he's leaving. I think they said he's leaving. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless that happens, then maybe he'll go PSG. But no, Pogba's proper set on Juve, I think. Anyway, personally,
like taking away all the nonsense activity, I think I've made it very clear. I'm a Pogba guy. I love Pogs. From your standpoint of someone who just admires his game here and there, what have you made of his time in the Prem? I think we've spoken about this briefly, but actually getting time to actually reflect on it. What have you made on his time? 6 years he was in the Premier League. That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. I would say it's a bit underwhelming, really, because we expect. I don't think so. Because they've had managers that have been very defensive and haven't worked to his system. Yeah. I think Pogba, in himself, he's a magician. He's someone that tries to create something out of nothing, really. He's not a typical centre mid. And I think a lot of managers wanted him to be a holding midfielder, which he isn't. He isn't a holding midfielder. I would say his time at United has been very underwhelming compared to what we saw beforehand at Juve, where we saw these wonder goals and him creating nothing out of something, something out of nothing, really. And him playing for France as well. We see him with France just producing. Balling. So, it's disappointed his time in the Premier League. I hope he goes on to do better things elsewhere.
Laka leaving Arsenal, going back to Lyon. We paid like 55 million for him. I can't remember what year it was. And this was a signing that I was all, let's go. I was looking forward to the signing. I admired him from afar playing for Lyon. I always followed the French strikers just because of the Thierry Henry thing, And the thing is, when we bought him, he was actually like a top 10 European striker. Like he was scoring goals left, right, and centre. For Lyon. And in the Champions League as well. Stats here: 206 games, 71 goals. Not even 100 goals.
To be fair, on paper, that isn't actually too bad. 76 goals.
I need at least 100. I need at least 100. He's not even 100.
I know, but for the way you guys play, I think it's not as bad as you think. I think you don't play that expansive football like you did under Arsene Wenger. It's very organised now under Arteta. Emre was very organised. So, I think 76 goals in 206 games or 200 plus games isn't too bad.
Where I would defend Laka, right, is he never really got a chance to be the true number 9.
Yeah.
And be the focal point of the team. When we brought him, he was balling out, he was scoring goals, but Wenger would always take him off 60th minute, 65th minute, 70th minute. He'd never get a whole game. And he expressed this when Wenger left. He's saying like that was kind of annoying because as a striker, as the game goes on, you're going to get more chances because the defenders are tired. And you can just like make those runs. To be fair to him as well, after the injuries, he lost a step. He lost his legs. He wasn't as fast as he once was when he first got to us. And then 6 months later in the January transfer window, we bought Aubameyang and he became the main man. Them two had good link up. I think Aubameyang had the most assists to him. And this past year, we see him play more of a deep false nine role, like creating a bit more, because we starting to implement somewhat of the Liverpool system, whereas bombs over Baghdad. I'm going to drop back. You two are going to run forward and we're going to do whatever we're going to do. Fan favorite. I can say that with confidence. Like, as a fan favorite, we was all happy when he came, and he's going to be a guy, although some will say somewhat underperformed, that we'll have fond memories of him in an Arsenal jersey. And Mercy Laka. That's that I've got to say. Jesse Lingard leaving United. Thoughts on that one?
Yeah, no, I think United have done him bad here.
Yeah, they have.
I think they should have really gave him a good send-off. Even in the last game against, was it Brighton? Brighton or Crystal? No, they played Crystal Palace their last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even get onto the pitch, even to say bye to the fans and stuff like that. So yeah, United have been poor with that. Yeah, no, I think he'll go on to bigger, better things. I think he needs to stay in the Premier League. Maybe at a mid-table team, the likes of maybe West Ham, Brighton, or even Crystal Palace, that type of team, because he could really force himself into these teams and really make a difference. So, yeah, no, I think Jesse Lingard is underrated in some sense, but yeah.
Darwin to Liverpool. Mane's gone now, isn't it? That means Mane's out.
Mane's gone now. Darwin Nunez. I've only watched Champions League games of him.
Same.
Been impressed with him. He seems a very physical striker, similar to Haaland in a way. Can run with the ball. Very physical. Can score goals as well. Hopefully he does that in the Premier League, but time will tell.
Players you would want Chelsea to buy?
I'm still with the Declan Rice one. That's the main one I want.
That's 100 M's.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I can't see us doing that this market with our American owners. I think they're just settling.
Yeah, so that's confirmed. So how do you feel about that? That's actually being confirmed. And what have they said? What are their plans and visions for the club? Like, are they going to spend money? Because Chelsea is that spend money team.
I mean, their presentation must have been to come in and try and figure it out, do it the Chelsea way in which we buy players and just be successful. So they must have been with the plan of us buying players and doing that. So I don't know about the American owners. Obviously, you have an American owner yourself. You've not had some good times with that. United's also with American owners, with the Glazers. Liverpool are one of those clubs that are just
but they don't spend big money like that.
They don't. Like this is it. Yeah, they're very sustainable in the way that they see players out and they recruit well. They recruit players like this, Darwin Nunez, who will probably return it back to them. So, we'll just see with time. But like I said, I think with Chelsea, I'm slowly like less interested in it.
Orient.
Orient is the way now. Orient is the way now.
I'm a bit optimistic about Arsenal now, because apparently we've made an opening bid of like 53 million for Victor Osimhen, who, if you've been listening to the pod, if you've been watching the clips from last summer, I said that's the guy we should be getting. I'm on record saying that, so I'm really happy if we get him. Gabriel Jesus, those rumors ain't going away. Apparently it could be done after the international football has been played. So that's someone, if those are the two strikers we're getting, you're not going to hear people about me. I'm not going to complain. I love both those guys. Yuri Tillemans, I think he'd be phenomenal in our system. He'll plug and play in for Xhaka. See you, mate. He can go off wherever he wants to go off, or be a bench. See, the thing is, Xhaka's not a bad player, but not to be your starting midfielder. My personal opinion. On the bench, cool, calm. Play a game here and there, cool, calm, but not starting. And then we got this Marquinhos Donny coming in. We need to tie Saka down to a nil deal. 2 years left. And we've been hearing the rumblings that Liverpool and City are creeping around him and Martinelli. And I think this is one of the things where Champions League football is going to determine whether we keep these guys or not. I could see City coming in for a naughty bid for him, but I love Saka, one of my favorite players. I'd love for him to stay. I still think we need full back cover, and that's it really. Leno's apparently off to Fulham. You know, fair play, been a good servant for the club, and that's all I got, buddy. That's all I got.
Yeah. How much you reckon Osherman will actually cost?
They say they want 100 million euros, so that's 85 M's.
Yeah. Do you reckon you guys have that?
Nah, I don't think we do. I reckon we wouldn't go. But again, if we sell Pepe, I reckon we'd go up to maybe 75. Get a deal done, man. Let's go. And then
is Pepe paid off then? Is it?
Nah, it's still not paid off, bro. That's over 5 years. That was 72.5. That was a flop. But that's not his fault. That's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
That's the person who did the recruiting. Zaha was there, 60 million. You lot opted to pay an extra 12 million for this guy because he's younger. Same country, fellow countryman. This guy's proven in the league. He's from London. Nah, look, you know, but that's not Pepe's fault. Apparently, PSG want him. He'd be a bench player for them.
Yeah.
You know, go back to Paris. Happy days, mate. Everybody wins. Anything else, football?
No, I think that's it, really. There's not.
I think
really
that's been it. Episode 44, hourly podcast. I'm on half of the Do What Eds, my co-host, my brother, my brethren. Follow us on all platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube and everything. And that's been out. Peace.